Hello everyone, my name is Boulevard, and in the interest of not filling up the channel with Vayne and Seraphine gameplay, I've decided to check out the number 2 ladder deck from over the weekend, Zed Hecarim, a very classic ephemerals list. Now, I criticized this pretty heavily on Tournament Tactician for being a low agency deck, and ultimately I wasn't too interested in making a video about it until I noticed that Field Musicians has made its way into the list. I really like this card, but it only ever really fit into a Zero Aurelia, which is a deck that just doesn't really fit my style, so I've never actually gotten to really play a Field Musicians deck. So I'm very excited to actually try this out, because this is the card that sort of puts it over the top for me, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Maybe my opinion of the deck will change while I get to play it. I just copied Chalo's list from the ladder. It was, I think, the highest seeded on Runeterra AR. Generally, if I'm making a list, or like showing off a list on video, I didn't make it. I just stole it from like whoever's the top pilot on Runeterra AR, because the deck building process is not the part of the game I enjoy. I enjoy playing, so let's get into that. So I am fresh off of a return from the League of Legends World Championship in New York City, because I live in Pennsylvania, so it was like a 1.5 hour drive up there. And it was really cool. It was awesome. It kind of like, you know, really reminded me how cool in-person events are, because I've never gotten to do one as a caster, and it really made me want to do one. Not that it's like within my power, but, you know, it definitely gave me, like, a big burst of motivation. I wasn't even, like, feeling unmotivated when I went there. I was just like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, I wanted to, you know, I was screaming. I was, like, jumping out of my chair. If you saw the games that happened Saturday and Sunday, then you know how absolutely hyped those sets were. They both went to, like, 5 games. I, like, jumped out of my seat at one point. It was crazy. So very excited to get to do more of that in the future, even if I'm just, like, showing up and spectating, you know, events. This is a bit of a rough start. I don't think I can drop Zed here, but I really don't have any other play. And I'm just going to get Mystic Shotted, and that just kind of is what it is.
I am the blade in the darkness. Into darkness.
Alright, so off to a bit of a rough start here against the Ezreal Seraphine. You know, the Blade's Edge into the Mystic Shot, that's really kind of all it takes to dismantle my entire deck, apparently. I'm going to run out of Field Musicians, because this should take a couple of cards for them to sort of deal with.
Fix my stage first, or my lyrics. So much to do.
Sapling Toss into Zed next turn. Assume Zed dies to a high note. Fine by me. Is it 9 or 6? 9. Okay, so they picked either the Chariot or the other thing, but... Oh, nice. Very nice. I don't even care if Zed, like, if they go high note and I twin and they disintegrate, that's really bad, but if their answer is Flock, then at the very... Their answer's not Flock. It's, that. Which means I cannot, well, this is probably as good as it's gonna get for me.
Do not fear death.
And then if they want to kill anything here, I like don't want to preemptively twin to try to kill the Seraphine, because again, they do have like high note and Mystic Shot and all this kind of stuff. Oh, no Flock for the Zed. And I get to drop Hecarim here. I'm actually in a really strong position, I think. Oh, the back alley bar turn. Alright, so all their stuff is reduced cost, but they haven't really shown any... Okay, this better be Disintegrate on Hecarim. Yeah. But that's fine, because I have another Hecarim. Now, do I Onslaught of shit? No, I Hecarim, and then I can Onslaught if I want to refill and draw. I don't really care if you hit me with bar. Okay. I feel like that was kind of a free attack on their end. This isn't gonna... Well, it'll level if I Onslaught, actually.
Gotta hear that one again.
Is that worth it? I don't expect them to have anything here in order to, like, an Arachnoid Sentry or anything like that. Alright, Seraphine's about to get a little obnoxious, but I can't actually level Hecarim because I can't have 5 ephemeral attackers. I can only get 4 because I need Zed to attack to get another ephemeral out. What is this, 5 attackers? So like the onslaught really doesn't do much, so I should probably just hang it back. Am I supposed to preemptively twin? I don't think I'm supposed to preemptively twin because they do have bar and Seraphine, so I don't know. Sort of what they've got in the wings for me.
Let's take this outside.
Hook, line, and sucker.
They might be able to kill me from 20 with all of this. I do have an elusive blocker and a twin to defend it, so that might help, but
Time for a true display of skill.
I guess I throw this down now and they have an answer for it.
Light, stage, amp. All right, let's jam.
I'm just killing all my Hecarims before they can level. I don't think I need to try and play defend the Hecarim. You know, they're only at 4. I don't really need the +3 attack on my ephemeral units. They're really running low on cards here. But if this is like a high note, then I'm kind of screwed. And the chances of them having high note is pretty high. Absolutely blocking that every time, and I actually kind of want to try and twin here. Kill the Ezreal. No, because I can Dragon Ambush, and that's just going to force the block with the Ezreal. I'm going to Soul Shepherd first, though.
The journey ahead is long.
Maybe this gives them an opportunity to get down another blocker, but this deck really doesn't play a whole lot of units, so I don't think it's super likely. And if they go for a second bar here, that's terrifying, actually. Ezreal's still not leveled. They only have 4 spells. Nice. I'm probably going to try to twin my way through this. Or maybe not. Maybe I just wait for the open attack. So I'm going to sapling toss here. I'm going to challenge Ezreal. Oh, crap. Okay, this is the... Hopefully I can force them to lose one of their champions here, but honestly, like, with 3 0-mana duplicated spells in their hand, I don't know. Ugh. All right, show me what you found, and I'll tell you if I feel like I'm supposed to twin discipline or not. Retreat. Okay, so that's a 1 mana high note. Mystic Shot's already been played.
No sweat.
Honestly, if you want to let me kill the Ezreal and then kill my other Dragonling, I will let you do that. I will not try to fight you over it. I will probably try to twin the Dragonling to defend, to kill the Ezreal. Oh, you're just gonna recall the Ezreal.
Me out.
Wait, then I just like win, right? Okay, yeah, the Catalyst makes it so that I really can't save the Zed. Or rather, I don't think it's worth it to try and save the Zed, because it'll live at 1 HP. Alright, but I will sapling toss. They still have 1. Yeah, they still have 1 card off the Song Spinner. I don't really want to screw around into letting them develop Ezreal, but maybe I just, like with the Catalyst especially. What is that, like 60? Yeah. So I just have to try to sneak this through. That might not even work. At the very... Okay, I was going to say, at the very least, like, getting all the cards out of their hand before they actually play Ezreal will make me feel good, but just killing them also does work, so... Yay for that. That felt pretty good. Alright, we're 1-0 against Ezreal Seraphine. Feeling good. You know, it's really not often that we get a 50% win rate second place deck, which is what this is currently sitting at. Like, usually our first place deck will be like, you know, 53 to 55, something along those lines, and then the number 2 deck will be somewhere in the vicinity of like 51 to 53 on average. So 50 is actually really low for a second place deck. And like, granted, it's only over a weekend on a format that really doesn't matter, but it is still one of those sort of interesting things to call out. I think I actually want to keep Onslaught because I suck at defense. I don't think I can keep Fading Memory with the Shark Chariot. I think I need a little bit more than that, but I do think... I could definitely see where this mirror comes down to whoever has more Shark Chariots being a big factor. Not necessarily in every game, but certainly in some of the games that you end up playing. This might be Shark Chariot Sapling Toss play Soul Shepherd? Or do I just Shepherd here? I think I'm fine with Shepherd here.
Does death follow me, or peace?
Okay, yeah, see, they're gonna go the Fading on the Shark route. Get my Shark out here. I might have to Onslaught on defense. If they play Zed here, I'm in a weird... No, actually, I'm not in that weird of a spot.
Death comes.
Because if they played Zed here, then I can just, like, twin my Soul Shepherd and block it. And they don't have a twin to get over me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's respectable. Do I have to Sapling Toss? I can take 6. They have attack token on 6, which kind of sucks. I don't care. You can do that. I'm just gonna Sapling Toss, and if they don't play anything here, okay, yeah, it's looking like I'm going kind of hard next turn. I might go Moonlit and Onslaught, and just try to like shoot for the moon. At least try to get a defensive Onslaught out of them. There are 4. Okay, so Hecarim's gonna level when he attacks. I only have 1 shark. They have 2 sharks. If they play the Dragon Link spell here, kind of awkward. Nopeify is like the only thing you can Nopeify in this matchup, so I'm gonna slam that as soon as I find value on it. Okay, no, so this goes here, this goes here, these go here. I leave him at 1? Oh, man. And this is the most damage I can do? Yeah. Yeah, this is the most damage I can do. I'm 1 shy on the twin.
Last not.
So if they do have Hecarim here, it's looking... Do I have to Sapling Toss? Hecarim will be... 6. The things will be 5. I didn't perfect the numbers, but a quick napkin math told me I'm dead to Hecarim if I don't Sapling Toss. I think I need to hang on to the Oh, no, right? Because they're only gonna... There's no stuns or anything in this deck. Oh, actually, there is, this list plays an Ionian Telstone, so if I just have these 2 for next turn, then I am susceptible to Will of Ionia. Or not Will of Ionia, but Homecoming. But I actually need to use this so that my real units survive. I don't want to have to, like, Onslaught next turn and give them an opportunity to do something else.
Beyond death.
So I block, block, block. I want this to survive so that I have 2 attackers for lethal next turn. And this is my best shot at winning, I think. Okay. So I need to draw a unit or something. Okay, that's actually really good, because I have a Shark Chariot in the Death Pool. I have Memory's Cloak if they try to will. Hecarim's Onslaught, I think, secures their win, right? It's like nothing I can really do. Yeah. That is unfortunate. I do not think that there is anything I can do here. Man. They got Zed and 2. I feel like a lot, like, I don't know what it is, but one of the most frustrating, oh my gosh, you were a turn too late. One of the most frustrating things I found from a player experience is like when my opponent draws 3 champions specifically, because usually it'll either be like I kill one and they replace it, or like the champion spell just works out really well, and like generally in the games where they draw those 3 champions, like the tilting number, I draw 0 or 1. Like this game I drew no champions, they drew 3, and it's just like, I don't think there's anything you can really do about that. Okay, so I mean, like, they got more sharks than I did. That makes sense, right? But it was, I mean, it was pretty much entirely the Hecarim that did it, right? That put 5 attackers in play for 6 mana, and then suddenly I had to defend against that. And like, I don't think I could have played that any better, which is part of what I mean about like this deck being low agency. But at the same time, it's not really a fair criticism to say this deck is low agency when like I drew 0 champions and my opponent drew 3. You're gonna lose a lot of those games no matter what the matchup is, which is one of my least favorite things about Legends of Runeterra, is how front-loaded the power on the champions is, and how dependent you are on drawing them, pretty much no matter what deck you are playing. But it is what it is. I'm not really super big on the Hecarim deck. I don't really love it for tournament lineups either, again, because I do think it is pretty low agency. But I gotta check the online league series stuff from this weekend, because I haven't actually looked at it yet, because I was gone all weekend, so I don't know what top 8 did that event. I know it was a lot of Seraphine and a lot of Vayne, but I don't really know what like third decks people were playing. I want to check out the APAC and a grudge match. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I missed out on this weekend. Like, usually the weekend nothing happens, and then the one weekend I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go away. Like, it's 4 things that happen. Now I have to play catch up. So yeah, but that was the deck. You know, you'll see it. I saw it. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed.